But anyway, Vince, so what's you're going to tell us a little bit about the toll road situation.
Well, I assume that the Jeff Davis Show audience is pretty well attuned to what's going on with the toll roads. There's a big fight between Perry and a handful of people in the legislature who are trying to at least put a moratorium on building toll roads, but there's something about the toll situation that hasn't been reported in any of the newspapers or mainstream media, the TV or radio, and I thought that you would like to know about it. And this has to do with a bill. It's passed the House already, and it's number 3747. I don't know if you need to remember that or not. If you want to go look it up, you can remember that. But 3747 would begin a process of spending state money. It would be $2 billion here in the Austin area. This is to move the railroad, the Mopac freight trains off of the Mopac railroad tracks and move them out to East Travis County. And the freight trains, instead of running up San Marcos and Austin and Georgetown, would run out east, and they would be in the middle of a corridor, which eventually is going to be the Trans-Texas Corridor. So it's a backdoor way of getting the money to go out and buy the land for the Trans-Texas Corridor. These people are devious. They'll come up with a trick every time to do something. The only place that's written about this is a magazine out of Dallas called the Texas Observer. And I think it's a fairly progressive, liberal magazine. And all the conservatives seem to be real happy to spend $2 billion here in Austin. As a matter of fact, it's projected that once they get started moving the tracks, it's going to end up, they've got a couple other trains in Houston or Dallas if they want to move out. And it's going to be $17 billion. Now, $2 billion, that would fix our roads up real good. We wouldn't need toll roads. Why are they moving the railroad tracks? Besides that, creating a corridor for the Trans-Texas Corridor. I mean, once you run train tracks down the middle of somebody's farm, well, they're not going to fight that hard when you tell them you're going to add another 10 lanes for cars and trucks. But also, they're going to convert the existing Mopac railroad tracks into passenger rail. And they are planning on spending untold billions building passenger rail lines all over Austin. This is the reason why we don't have enough money for our roads. They've been stealing our gas taxes for the last 20 years, mainly going into other cities like Dallas and San Francisco, Chicago, building rail lines. Now they're bringing the rail lines here. And when they start tolling our roads, they're going to charge the tolls based on enough to pay for our roads, plus pay the operating costs for the rail lines they're going to build. That's the secret to tolls that you're not reading about in any of the mainstream media, TV, newspapers, or radio.
Vince, I got to ask you, what's the Williamson County, Texas connection to these toll roads?
Well, I think the Republicans are going to get most of the money. Like, they choose the contractors. It's hard to see why Democrats are playing ball with the Republicans, because the Republicans are going to choose the contractors, and the contractors
Williamson County,
and they're well known for contributing huge sums of money to the Republicans, which can only be bad news for the Democrats. They're going to lose office. But the Democrats and Republicans are working together to build the toll roads. The only opposition is the citizenry. And maybe I think the Green Party and Libertarian Party are both opposed to the toll roads.
Did you say Williamson County State Representative Mike Cruzy was ramrodding it? And the Williamson County, all 5 Republican Williamson County commissioners voted for the toll plan, as did all of Round Rock City Council.
This is the kind of amazing thing up in Williamson County, which you think it's all bedrock conservatives. They voted to unanimously to create tailpipe emission testing.
Yeah.
That was in 2004.
Yeah.
And we've had it for a year and a half now. It's been fully in effect, and it hasn't affected our air quality at all, because our air quality has been good since before the emission testing went into effect. We meet all the government standards. 2002 was the last year we had bad air quality. And that's mainly from what blows in from out of state. Our cars are the cleanest in the world here in Austin. You can't clean them up anymore. And all they're doing is making you go and fill out a paper. And it's all logged at the Texas DPS, and you have to pay the $12. Sometimes they'll find a little problem and make you spend $100 or $200 to get it fixed, although there really is no problem. These Williamson County commissioners voted unanimously. It would not have passed anywhere in Travis, or if they didn't stand up and support it 100%. And they also supported the toll roads. Every last Williamson County commissioner and city council member and state representative, they're 100% pro-toll.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be conservative.
These are the conservatives. Raise the tax. You can afford it. You can pay those tolls. The Democrats in Travis County, when these votes come up, they won't vote first until the Williamson conservatives have already voted for it, and then they'll say, wow, they're not pulling a trick on us. We'll go ahead and vote for the tolls too.